How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. The discourse when it comes to Xbox and releasing exclusives on other platforms doesn't seem to end. And until Microsoft actually make an announcement, which I do believe that announcement is going to come when the developer direct actually hits, that's the perfect time to announce it. And if Nintendo or anyone else is actually providing another service back to Xbox, it would be the perfect time to say, hey, look, we're putting this on this platform, but we're getting this in return. Or maybe they're just going to make the announcement there with nothing given in return. Of course, this doesn't stop people on the internet from talking about it. Now you're getting a lot of people actually discussing this in more detail. If you listen to Colt Eastwood released a video today talking about it, if you want me to react to that, there's some good points there, but it's actually quite damning. And also, I think he's setting the realization where he believes the game, the company is going, and I don't think he likes it, but it's a mixed, it's a mixed emotion of videos, and it's the first time I've seen Colt making one of those videos in a long time. So feel free to let me know in the comment section below if you want me to react to that, or you can join my Discord. Links in the description below, where there is a section specifically for suggesting videos that I can react to. I am trying to build a portfolio of react videos that I can release maybe once a day in the morning, and then an actual news piece in the evening, something to kind of keep the flow of videos going. I mean, if I can maintain that, that would be great, but I obviously need the content to do it. But anyway, let's get down to the actual video, and that is this one over here from Klobrille, which, as all of you will know, he's a very big Xbox fanboy. So let's just go through what he's saying and, see what's coming out of it, because he's someone that the Xbox community, the Xbox community team, Phil Spencer, is aware of and has credited and has thanked multiple times in the past. So it's not like he's a complete nobody. He is under their radar. So something like this would have been seen by them. He says, no one is saying that you have to share or care for the concerns Xbox fans have. That's totally fine, but there are logical reasons not everyone is happy with this direction. And that has nothing to do with the plastic box or console wars or whatever. It is true. Like, a lot of people are looking at this whole thing. You've got the PlayStation fans over there. I mean, Nintendo fans are staying completely silent because they're hoping they're going to get Hi-Fi Rush. But the PlayStation fans are now mocking Xbox, calling them to go third party because they want those Xbox games. They won't admit to wanting them, but they're hoping Xbox will go third party so they can get those games. But now they're trolling now, basically, fueling the console wars more. But this decision really isn't about console wars. Like, I was talking to someone earlier today and I was telling them, how would you feel if it was an Activision game that went over to another platform? And they said, well, they get everything anyway. They're getting Call of Duty, Diablo, Overwatch. It doesn't feel so bad. But with the ZeniMax games that are exclusive, that are only on the Xbox Game Pass ecosystem, that feels a bit more difficult to stomach, because exclusives are what gives a console, a brand, its identity, right? So that's the key here. It's nothing to do with the plastic box or the console wars. It's more the brand identity. If they start releasing everything everywhere else, what's the point in owning an Xbox? And that's the question people are asking themselves. So obviously, this is only just one game. I'm tired of reading this. If you think this is about the console, you don't understand anything. A brand, an investment, there you go, an ecosystem is defined by its games, by its library. And the moment you bring experiences to competitors, you'll give up a bit of that identity. Potentially, piece by piece, you'll actively take away value, reasons to get into the ecosystem in the first place. From here, it snowballs. You take away less third-party support, and suddenly, you as an Xbox gamer are directly affected by these decisions. Now, this is something that I've been saying all along, that despite the fact that, I mean, what he's talking about here is cannibalizing the Xbox itself. And this has been happening for a while now, with the games going day and date to PC, and they need something there. I mean, the exclusives are one way to keep people, to the ecosystem, to the brand. But as I was saying with third parties, getting some of those third party exclusives onto Xbox would be a good way. But if you're going to start giving away your first party games and you're not getting any third party exclusives, then the line begins to blur a little. You'll ignite discussions when first-party game XY is coming to the competition. You'll inevitably hurt the value of your own brand. Such moves directly contradict some of the statement you as a company made in the past. Some of that is already happening today, and he's referring to Blade here, which didn't show a single Xbox logo. Why? I mean, it should have been there. I mean, I get it if it's not coming to this generation, you can't put the series consoles there, but just put an Xbox logo there. If you look at Wolverine, it has Insomniac on the bottom right, PlayStation logo on the bottom left. Even if it's not coming to PlayStation 5, you know that it's coming to a PlayStation console. Blade did not have that. It just had the developers, the publishers that were making it, and of course, no logo for any company. That creates ambiguity. And as you all saw at the very start, as soon as that got aired and came out, everyone started to say this is coming to PlayStation, because it's not said it's not coming to PlayStation. There's no logo there. So the messaging from Microsoft is pretty awful at the moment. But it's awesome. More players get to play Hi-Fi Rush. Again, you seem to fail to understand what the concerns even are about. Of course, more players playing more games is awesome. Anyone would agree with this. I do. What even is this kind of argument? It's a stupid argument. It also would be awesome if more players get to play Helldivers, Splatoon, God of War, or Mario. That's an obvious non-statement, applicable to literally every game ever, big or small. 100%. That's why when I see those comments in my comment section on the videos, I do question some of those comments, because it's obvious that, more people playing is a good thing, but it does, dilute the situation here. But there are good reasons none of these games are on Xbox. Because if you want to play them, you got to go buy a Switch or a PlayStation. Henceforth, increasing console sales. Henceforth, increasing market share. Henceforth, giving you more power within the industry to make those third-party deals. The point is, this is a one-way street. You won't see Nintendo or Sony experiences on an Xbox device or service, period. You cannibalize something that is unique to Xbox for more sales. Yes, you get more money short term, but you'll lose other values which can not easily be attached to numbers. And so here is the key point here, right? At the moment, it's clear that Microsoft is moving away from physical games. They want everything digital. And they're kind of pushing a lot to the cloud as well. And they want to push sales software sales as much as possible. I just feel that communication needs to be had with its consumers, because people are paying money, they're investing into the brand. But if that brand is going to start releasing those games elsewhere 6 months later, a year later, then what does Xbox really have to show outside of Game Pass? And Game Pass on its own is a valuable, asset. But if you can get all of those games on Xbox to actually work on the cloud, what's the point in owning the box? That's what he's saying here. There are too many cooks in the kitchen at Xbox, and Xbox wants to cook everywhere these days. I feel like the organization itself doesn't really know what it wants to be, whether it wants to actually have a really strong foothold in the console market, or maybe it kind of wants to be like a hybrid where it kind of delivers on both fronts, gives everything to Xbox first for 6 months to a year, and then everyone gets it after. I mean, the problem is we just don't know. So of course, they fail to communicate that properly to its audience. I'm a hardcore Xbox user, and there are days where I don't understand their strategy, their decisions anymore. If I don't understand, how can they expect 2 billions of gamers to understand them? Xbox already is both first and third party publisher today, and I think people will need to get used to the latter becoming even more prominent at Xbox. If you try to serve everyone, you will end up serving no one. And this is, like the saying, you can't please everyone. You kind of need to pick your corner and go with that. But you need to pick a side. You can't cater for both, because in the end, you're going to half-ass everything and not excel at anything. at the end of the day, this is still just a rumor. Xbox hasn't done anything yet, so all this talk is just theoretical, just to keep that in mind. So he is basically saying, yes, I'm saying all this. Yes, a lot of people are talking. Yes, a lot of people are saying stuff. But just remember, this is a rumor that came from one guy and no one else. I know of some very amazing things happening to Xbox users this year, so that's good, including one larger surprise. That's even better. The biggest challenge Xbox faces is themselves. So at least now we kind of know that there is some good things happening this year, but I'm more interested in what this larger surprise is. Could it be the Mandalorian or something else? I don't know. But I think this was a very well written post. I think it kind of conveys how I think generally people are feeling. Now you've got the camp where they're 100% adamant that everything is going to be exclusive to the Xbox ecosystem and they are happy and that nothing is going anywhere. You've got the other camp who doesn't care where the games go as long as it comes to Game Pass. I think what people just want to know is what is the strategy and whether they need to stay on the Xbox ecosystem, the Xbox console to play the games. I mean, to me, it kind of makes sense if you want to play them day one to be on Xbox and PC. But if they decide that they want to move away from that, I think, as a consumer, you have a right to know. But hopefully by the developer direct, we'll have that information. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. Let's have these discussions. And if you do have any content you want me to react to, feel free to join my Discord. Again, link in the description below. And yeah, go to the YouTube section for that actual post and post it in there. And I'll I'll do a reaction video and I'll try to post those first thing in the morning. Right. Have a good one, folks. Remain legend.